Wake up! I know you just had rice. I get it. It's warm, it's comforting, it's basically the edible version of a lullaby. But this isn't the time to nap, babes, because today we are serving a steaming bowl of grain of truth, the rise and reign of rice. I'm your host, and welcome back to She's Always On About Food, the podcast where we lovingly obsess over what's on your plate, how it got there, and why it matters more than you think. And this week, we're diving into a humble grain that feeds more than half of the planet. And let's be honest, it also made you nearly fall asleep at your desk.
Isn't it always about food with you?
She's always on about food.
Rice isn't just food, it's an empire. It's been cultivated for over 10,000 years, originating in the Yangtze River Valley of China, where early farmers domesticated wild grass into what we know now as Oryza sativa. Meanwhile, in West Africa, Oryza glaberrima, a separate species, was developing independently. Yep, rice was having a glow up before colonialism even had their boots on. And rice didn't travel quietly. Through trade, conquest, colonization, and migration, it crossed oceans and empires. Arab traders brought it to Europe. The Portuguese brought it to America. Enslaved Africans carried their rice farming knowledge into the Carolinas, a history that's rarely credited but essential to understanding the southern cuisine in the US. In South Asia, particularly Bengal, rice became not just a staple but identity. In fact, in Bengali, we call the nap after meals bhaat, literally rice and nap. That should tell you everything about our priorities. Let's get to my favorite part and get a bit nerdy, because not all rice is created equal and your risotto isn't behaving like your biryani for a reason. Rice is mostly starch made of two molecules, amylose and amylopectin. High amylose, think long-grain rice like basmati or jasmine. Dry, separate grains, perfect for pilaus. High amylopectin, you've got sticky rice, sushi rice, arborio, all that creamy, clumpy magic. That post-rice nap we joked about before, that's because rice, especially white low-fiber rice, gets digested fast, spiking insulin and then dropping you flat. Combine that with warmth, carbs and comfort, boom, food coma. Ever wondered if you could feel a little more alert post-rice? Add some fiber, proteins or acid, which slows digestion and avoids that insulin roller coaster. You're welcome, office lunch survivors. Alright, passports out, let's get global. In Japan, rice is sacred. From fluffy gohan to the seaweed-wrapped onigiri, it's the backbone of a national diet. Sushi, it's the rice that's the star, not the fish. In India, rice is drama. A Bengali bhaat with mashed potato and mustard oil is different from a fragrant Hyderabadi biryani, layered with spice, saffron and emotion. Jollof rice, that bold, tomatoey dish loved across West Africa, sparks full-blown wars between Nigeria and Ghana. And honestly, it's worth the drama. In Italy, risotto is a lesson in patience, coaxing starch from arborio rice, ladle by ladle, to build a silky spoon-coating dish. In Latin America, rice and beans are love, legacy and survival, a perfect protein combo born from both indigenous and colonial influence. Every culture found a way to make rice not just filling, but flavorful, ritualistic and personal. You see, rice doesn't just do dinners, it crushes dessert. In India, you would know paesh, payasam or kheer, milk simmered with rice, sugar and cardamom. Definitely my favorite birthday food. It is also a temple offering and comfort in a bowl. In Thailand, it is sticky with mango. Sweet, salty, coconutty perfection. In Spain, arroz con leche. In the UK, rice pudding, baked until golden perfection with a bit of skin on top, which, love it or hate it, it's a personality trait. And then there are drinks. horchata from Mexico, sweet rice milk with cinnamon, sake from Japan, fermented rice wine sipped ceremonially, zutho from northeast India, a rice beer made traditionally by Nagas. Well, rice, fermented or not, knows how to party. Rice isn't just a grain, it's a symbol. In Hindu rituals, rice is offered during prayers, marriages, and death rites. In East Asia, it represents prosperity. Throwing rice at weddings, that's fertility symbolism with ancient roots. But rice also has been rebranded, now with PR packaging. Brown rice is good, white rice is bad, wild rice is superior, black rice is forbidden rice. It's all very wellness, industrial, complex, but here's the truth. The healthiest rice is the one eaten in moderation, alongside a balance of joy and not under capitalism's gaze. A spoonful of biryani is not your enemy, you see. Now, for the not so fluffy part. Rice uses a lot of water and emits methane when grown in flooded paddies. Climate change, water scarcity, and monoculture farming means that rice, especially the water-thirsty varieties, is under scrutiny. But farmers, scientists, and even home cooks are innovating. Drought-resistant rice strains, direct seeded rice to avoid flooding, sustainable dryland farming, even lab-grown rice is on the horizon. But will it fluff like grandma's basmati rice? The challenge? Rice is emotional, cultural, sacred. You can't swap it like for like without honoring the role it plays in memory and identity. So the next time someone says, it's just rice, correct them gently, then feed them something glorious. A biryani, a pudding, a sushi roll, maybe even just a bowl of plain rice with ghee and salt. A hug in carbohydrate form. That's it for today's episode of She's Always On About Food. If you love this journey through grains, don't forget to follow, rate, and share. And if you are still drowsy, maybe just get some coffee before episode 12, yeah? Until next time, keep it fluffy.